First of all, I would like to wish everyone a happy and healthy new year, and I also wish the same for your family members. I welcome everyone and thank you for joining the introductory session, especially on the weekend. I really appreciate it. So, in this session is an overview of the course which I am going to start from 23rd of January, that is next Sunday, based on SAP Cloud, that is SAP BTP, SAP Robotic Automation, that is iRPA, and SAP Conversational AI. You can call it as business chatbots. So these are the advanced SAP technologies. The agenda of today's session is first to understand SAP's current position in the market. Second, what is the role of intelligence in the digital transformation journey of any scale enterprise, that is small, big, or large, whatever. Next, we'll also see what is exactly hyperautomation is and how you can become part of this future journey. I'll also explain what are SAP products pertaining to intelligent enterprise, and we'll understood the terms RPA and CAI along with the demo. Let's have a look at RPA and CAI market as well. And last but not the least, about the course which I am starting to dive deep into these technologies. And additionally, I will also try to present you surveys, white papers, and customer stories if time permits. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. You all know about SAP, so I don't have to explain you about SAP. However, I'll walk through the current SAP updates. So as you know, SAP is a leader in enterprise software. So you can consider any sector, all major sectors. You can say oil, refinery, pharma, bio, aviation, hospitality, manufacturing, chemical. You think of any sector, SAP softwares are SAP products are implemented. So it's the largest enterprise software company. Right now, at present, 77% of world transaction revenue touches SAP system. So you can imagine how big it is. So no, directly or indirectly, it touches SAP system somewhere. The major point is support. It now supports AI and ML technology, artificial intelligence and machine learning technology with robotic capabilities. So that's the biggest SAP's current updates. Right now, SAP has more than 4 lakhs of customer across the globe. They have intelligence suite on fully digital platform for integrated applications. The most important point is 230 million plus cloud users right now they have, and it's the largest cloud portfolio of any provider. Okay, so as you can see, every enterprise is now converting their business from on-premise to cloud. Of course, there are a lot of advantage of converting into cloud. If you have seen recent SAP uh, quarter 4 2021 results, so they have gained uh, good profit in cloud business, almost actually whooping profit I should say. More than 26% they have uh, got the profit in related to cloud business. Right now SAP has 100 plus products. Then it's a revolutionary product as SAP HANA. A decade back it has started, and now it is like the main prominent database system which can process vast amount of data and very efficiently, quickly. SAP has 1 lakh plus employees, and it has operation in 180 countries all over the world. So that's about SAP's current position in the market. The next important point which I'm going to discuss, and this complete course or this complete all these technologies are only based on this particular term, that is an intelligent enterprise. So this particular term is extremely important for us. So intelligent enterprise is nothing but a modern enterprise. Okay, where I should say it's a mix of experience. It's a mix of experience, intelligent, and operation. As you can see in the diagram, it's a eight type symbol, and I'd say it's like continuous flow of experience, intelligent, and operations. So intelligent is like intelligent tools which are there in the SAP system, and as you see in the next diagram, uh, earlier it used to be in 1960s, and if you can see the time span, it was only industrial automation that time where we still had a lot of repetitive tasks, more manual operations. But after the revolution of this robotic and machine learning, AI, ML technologies, this graph is growing. I mean, towards the intelligence side, and this repetitive task. All these processes are getting less. So as you can see, the market is going towards the intelligent enterprise. So we have to understand why intelligent, why we call it as intelligent enterprise. The first, you have to understand, enterprise can be of any scale, that is small, medium, or large enterprise. So they have this digital transformation from from on-premise system to cloud system. So what they are doing is like what SAP's intention is, or any big company you can see during the digital transformation, they are looking for end-to-end automation or end-to-end intelligence. So that brings a lot of benefit to any enterprise. First one is more sustainability as compared to their competitors. So as you can, just for an example, if one company has implemented intelligent tools like artificial intelligence, robotic automation, and they are getting fastest results out of it, and its competitor has not implemented it, so it will not, sustain in the market, and it will not stand in the competition. So that is why all these companies are not just converting their business digitally, I mean to cloud system, but also they are implementing various intelligent tools. So from customer to their internal internal core capacity, and also to till the vendor, everywhere now intelligent tools can be implemented. So with this, as enterprise can be more resilient, and of course, result of this, the outcome of this is more profit. So for SAP, it is basically a framework where we have intelligent speed, intelligent technology, and digital platform. So this is a combination of all three things. Okay, so this particular, why this all these recent technologies are there. I mean, on new technologies, cutting edge technologies are there. It's because of this particular term, intelligent enterprise. So SAP is more and more focusing now on intelligent enterprise, not just digital transformation, but intelligent digital transformation. Okay, so what are the opportunities for any SAP consultant or non-SAP consultant have in the market through these particular technologies? So let us try to understand uh, two challenges over here. Let's first talk about SAP functional consultant, SAP, also SAP technical or solution architects or enterprise architects. Okay, so there are three terms which I am two, especially two challenges I'm going to speak, and then one term I'm going to speak. So right now, every enterprise, you can consider from any sector, every enterprise is going through the challenge, two major challenges. First is data and data to value. Okay, not just data, converting the data into value. And the second one is the skilled resource crunch, shortage of skilled resources. So you can imagine the first, when we talk about the first challenge, every industry on daily basis, from every department, every section, they are getting data from various resources sources. Okay, it may be from paper, paper in the paper form, offline or online, for emails, then PDFs, various internet resources, from all the sources they are getting data on daily basis. Okay, and to convert that data into into valuable asset or into the right value into the system is extremely important now. So no, it's not just collecting the data, but you have to use that data in a proper manner. Okay. So to convert the data into the enterprise software is really challenging. And to do that, you need skilled resources. You need some application to do that, right? So you need some skilled resources to develop that application. Okay, so that's the second challenge. So we have come to the second challenge now. So that where we have shortage of this skilled resources. I'm not saying that we don't have resources. We do have resources, but you need skilled resources to do that, to convert the data into value, to get the right outcome of all the data. For an example, consider this silo process. So it's something like you already have customer database already in your record, and maybe in the marketing department, in the next month they are running one campaign where they are collecting data from various they are contacting their customers, and again they are getting data from them, let's say their customer sector, and then customer addresses, whatever data required to that campaign. So because of this silo process, even though having data in the system, they are again collecting it. So it's a data repetition. It's a data wastage. Okay, and along with that, they have to engage for that this particular activity. The resource has to be engaged. So money is wasted, the time is wasted, and you are collecting the same data which is already there in the system. So there is no synchronization between the data, no orchestration between the data. So here you need to avoid this, and you have to look at the process and improve these processes properly, so that you can become more resilient, more smarter, and ahead in your process, all the processes. So converting that data into value is extremely important. I mean, it's not just data repetition and time based, but it's also converting the value. I mean, it should be a asset and not a liability for you. Why? Because it should also give you predictions of future. Okay, so if right now this is the current situation, and what could be the prediction, what could be the future, considering their existing business portfolio. Okay, so for this, you need someone to do this job, and as I told you, there is a big resource shortage in the market, skill resource shortage. In US itself, there lack of resources 60, almost 60%. Okay, so here is the term which I am going to tell you, which is introduced by many companies now, mostly coined by SAP. It's called a citizen developer or a business developer. We can say business analyst, or from functional point of view, I should say you can become a techno-functional consultant. So to tackle this, these two challenges, you can become a citizen developer. Why citizen developer? Because to develop these apps you need some resource, and to expert resource, and expert resource has to develop these apps using coding skills, okay, or programming skills. But as you know, because of the shortage, you you have this big challenge now. So what they have done is, all these SAP and big companies, what they have done is, they have worked on one terminology, that is low code and no code. Okay, so low code means very negligible code, and no code means not no absence of any code, or no code, absolutely no code. So you can develop various prototypes. You can accelerate or expedite business processes of any customer by developing various POCs, various process automation, then implementing all these processes into their system without any coding skills. That is most important. So if you are a functional consultant and you don't have any any coding skills, still you can develop various apps in the SAP system, various projects in the SAP system. You can develop your own robots in the SAP system, which you can then actually implement in your projects at the customer side, where this rapid implementation can take place. And obviously it is going to solve a lot of problem of customer. Majorly we are tackling these two challenges, that shortage of the resource, skilled resource. Now you only can do this job. You don't have to take help of any technical expert, any programmer or developer. Even if you have for an example, if you are a SD or MM consultant, you are expert in that. You can, at the same time, you can be also technical, and you can develop your own system, your own apps, your own robots in the SAP. So that is why this citizen developer term is extremely important now. And that, I should say, that's the market and that's the future, if you consider the SAP's roadmap. So I don't know how many of you have attended SAP's recent tech sessions. So they are more stressing now on intelligent enterprise, automation, and more and more intelligent products. Okay, so this is the biggest opportunity for you to get into to upgrade your skills. So does that mean that technical consultant have no work now? No, that is not the case. Okay, so for SAP technical consultant, for them also it is a skill upgrade. So earlier, for to develop something, they had to write huge code, or set up some system for that. But and that used to take a lot of time, and after that they will implement their logic. Okay, but right now, I mean, after this low code and this fast development, or ready to use tools, they don't have to worry about it. So they can use those tools easily, and on top of that they can implement their logic. So as you know, BAPI RFC calls you can do through this logic. And when you consider a technical consultant, they know about it. REST and SOAP protocols, you can do various APIs you can use. And once you know about the cloud process, so you can dive into the AI and ML technologies also. Through BTP you have a lot of services, total 90 plus services they have. So once you know two or more services, then you can start exploring some more services, and you can integrate all of them. Like for an example, SAP workflow you can connect with SAP iRPA, SAP Chatbot you can connect to SAP workflow. All these things you can start exploring, you start connecting. You can develop your own advanced application based on that, on top of that. So lot of these are a lot of advantages for technical consultant also. So everyone has scope using these technologies or implementing these tools. Fourth category could be non-SAP professional or beginners. So that's the best chance for them to enter into SAP technology. Earlier is to be, you need some domain knowledge, you need from functional side, if you are entering, then you need a strong domain knowledge. For technical side, if entering, you need good coding skills or programming knowledge, but round or ABAP background. Okay, but right now, I mean, through these technologies, even a Java person can get into SAP. Why? Because you don't need as such strong programming skills. You can what you have to understand how to use these tools, how to configure these tools, how you can leverage the take advantage of the AI and ML technologies, all these advanced technologies. So even a non-SAP professional can work, or freshers can work into SAP after knowing these tools. Okay, so everyone has the opportunity, and as I said, it's a future now. All the enterprises are going towards it, and SAP is more and more focusing on these tools. Next, if you can see, all I've taken all the all these screenshots from various websites. As you can see, every company now in India, I mean all over the world, but I'm considering Indian cases, where all over the world. I mean, in India, in Accenture, IBM, you can say Bristolcon, Capgemini, TCS, all these companies are already have their own practice in this intelligent platform in automation, robotic automation. In the last month only, I read one news where Wipro had launched 6 bots into SAP system for their customers, and some more on the way. Like within next couple of months, they are launching more than dozen bots for their customers. So as you can see, every company has now specific dedicated practice for this particular technology. So now automation robotics is very important. Next, what we have to understand is what is business technology platform. So earlier the name was cloud platform CP. Now they have changed that name to business technology platform. Why? Because now it has enlarged its scope, and now it has become a big basket of all cloud services, all not only just services but intelligent services. Now it can work on AI, ML, IoT, blockchain. Then you can see, as you can see in this image also, like machine learning and blockchain have various, so smart workflow management. You can also develop your own apps or mobile apps. Predictive analysis you can do. That's strong security, then user experience, collaboration, lot of things. Many programming languages supports, many tools it supports. So everything is now on the cloud base, and SAP is focusing more and more on cloud, and they want every customer to get into the move to the cloud. So that is what this business technology platform is now prominent platform of SAP. As you can see, the quarter result of it, which I have told you, this is the quarter result of SAP. And this particular business technology platform is an entry point for the cloud, and to use these cloud services. So this is divided into 4 parts actually. Into this one is memory or database management. Second is analytics. Third is you can develop various smart application, and fourth is intelligent tools. So what in the course what we are going to cover, and we are going to focus these two services: intelligent robotic process automation and conversational AI, that is chatbots. So as such, BTP is an ocean. Actually, it's a big platform. Okay, so I mean, it's not easy to understand and explore all the tools, but whatever required for our processes, what are required for our customer or implementation, we can use it. We can explore those technologies, and you can connect it and integrate with not just SAP but non SAP technologies or applications also. On an average, as per survey, large in enterprises, they have approximately 80 to 120 softwares in their system. For example, they have for one software for CRM, SAP for ERP, maybe automation. They are using some other software. So they have heterogeneous landscape, I should say. So SAP, once you have SAP, you can, I mean BTP cloud, you can connect to non-SAP systems also. So that is the biggest advantage. So now you can automate the processes of non-SAP system also and SAP system also. So it is a tight integration between them, and you can achieve data or process orchestration very well. So BTP will be the starting point of our course, and we'll learn this BTP first, and then we'll move on to iRPA and CI, and after finally it will be the integration of the technologies. Okay, and BTP basically emphasizes on two 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 major factors. That is one is integration suite, and the other is you can say integration and no extension suite. Okay, so you can extend the application, and you can also integrate heterogeneous systems. So basically these two are main divisions in the BTP. So as an RPA or in CAI, you will be working majorly into extensions suite. Okay, so these are the tools which you are going to use, CA and RP, as I told you, and we have out-of-box solution for process automation, orchestration, and yeah, automation you can say, and which is finally going to also reduce OPEX, operation expenses. So yeah, you don't have to run so many software, so many applications. You can reduce the operations. You can many benefits out of it. So in the past, it didn't make a lot of sense to invest in a big IT project to try and standardize and automate microprocesses. And as you can see here, BPM basically, so business process management. Earlier it wasn't a focus, but now with the possibility of hyper automation. So this is again uh, uh, main term now, a vital term. So hyper-automation and the advances in low-code, no-code software development, business process management is entering a new era, which any employee can decide to become citizen developer. Okay, so anyone can become citizen developer now, who can fill up this gap between skilled programmer and business requirement. Okay, so you can learn to cheaply and effectively build processes, automations to power your daily work, even using complex capabilities like machine learning and integration to other software system, as I told you before. So now here we are focusing on the hyper automation term, where hyper automation is something like achieving end-to-end automation. So that is automation everywhere in across all LOBs, line of businesses, be it any department, for everything. That means every process of that particular department, and for everyone, for all the users, all the resources, or the stakeholder. So it is achieving every functionality or every resources of that particular process. Okay, so that we can call this as hyper automation, end-to-end automation. So to achieve the end-to-end automation, RP is one of the tools, CAI is one of the tools, and there are so many tools like workflow. You can app grabber, or or Signavio. If you heard of, many functional consultant know now Signavio. So many all these processes or tools we can connect together and we can achieve hyper automation. So this is going to be biggest market in coming future, hyper automation. Okay, so you are going to learn you know these two tools are the part of hyper automation, and this hyper automation will completely run on cloud. Okay. Okay, so we'll now see a short demonstration uh, of how you can work with IRP or CI, or it's an integration of this. So have you all understood up to this point? Anybody,
Yes.
anyone has any doubts? Maybe we can discuss all the question at the end. Okay. So we'll see a short demo. Okay. So here I'm trying to create a sales order in S4 HANA system. Okay. It's just a demo. It's very basic demo. As I said,
Do you have any demo for HR or
it, right now I don't have, since HR demo I have created, but for the presentation purpose I have not included. Okay.
okay?
Yeah, so as I said, like you can map with your domain. So if you are in HR, if you are in SD or MM or other technologies, in success factor, if you are working, you can interact with any system and
So,
you can automate
Steve,
various tasks.
yeah, during the course, will you be able to cover us in the specific domain which
Yes,
we are
yes.
expecting?
Yeah, so like let's say if you are joining and if you want any specific case to execute, okay, HR specific. Okay,
Yeah.
so we will include that in the course, and we'll try to work on that particular case, and we'll execute that case. So
Okay.
so
Thanks.
it will be actually beneficial for others also to understand, and not just for you. Okay, so many such domain cases we can handle in the course. So let us see this short demo where I'm creating a sales order in this S4 HANA system, where I am actually it's very basic demo. It may not be as such very sophisticated demo, I should say, but yes, it can show you the capabilities of the tools. Okay, where I'm instructing Chatbot to creating a sales order for me. and I'm specifying file to that particular chatbot, and I mean that chatbot is instructing that to iRPA system is getting my request from me, it's conversing, talking with me, and then executing further request. So let us see that how it is working. Okay. So first step here is live. I'm opening a website. You can integrate all these technologies website. You can also use this mechanism from Telegram, WhatsApp, Facebook. From there also you can instruct to your SAP system to create sales orders. Okay. So that much integration level they have achieved now. Okay. So here I am chatting with chatbot now. As you can see, I'm interacting with chatbot. Okay, so I'm here telling him to create sales order for me using one Excel file, which I have kept it in my system. And I actually forgot. I left the office and I forgot to upload that particular file. Okay, so I later I remember, and I now open my chatbot through website, and then I am interacting with the chatbot, and I'm telling him to create sales order, so that if tomorrow I go to office, the sales order will be ready for me. Okay. So now chatbot will accept that my request and it will start process. Okay, it will open SAP. It will first read out the Excel entries automatically. So as you can see here, 3539 number is generated in the SAP system. So that's order number. Okay, so now the chatbot is. So the chatbot has given me reply that sales order number 3539 is generated successfully. Okay, so this is how you can map your cases in your domain, and you can create various cases to automate your processes.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
How this now, like you have just what in the chatbot you have just clicked as yes. So how it is executing? Like where is the are you haven't opened that SAP iRPA system, or you have written the trigger?
Yes.
Where it is exactly happening? That is it in SAP iRPA?
Do you mean the chatbot?
Yeah, chatbot.
Chatbot I'm opening through website. So as I said, like
Okay.
you can also use chatbot in Facebook Messenger also you can use as a chatbot. You can use Telegram also. You can use WhatsApp also to interact with SAP system. Okay, so I'll be teaching that in
Okay.
the course how you can use it.
Okay.
So even from
Okay.
Telegram also you can tell your chatbot to create sales order or whatever. Even if you have HR entries, so let's assume that there are new 10 recruitees and you want to enter those data into the success factor. Okay, so you have their resumes. Now what chatbot or this all intelligent system will do is they will find let's say all those resume I have got into my Outlook mailbox. Okay, so what can you just mute from your side? I think some I'm getting so. Okay, right, fine. So all these resumes are there, or all these new recruitment entries are there in my Outlook mailbox. So what I used to do right now is I will open the Outlook, and then I'll open all the emails, and then I'll get the data and make the entry into system one by one. So next time when I will execute the bot, what will do? Will I implement the bot? Uh, and what will do that the bot will open Outlook. The bot will search all the emails. Bot will get the data from the emails. Maybe bot, if there are resumes, bot will also download the resumes, it will scan all the resumes. So that is what the intelligence is there. It will also scan the resumes and it will find out the right words or right data into it. So surname it will find out, then birth date it will find out, then if you have any pictures or images or maybe QR codes, barcodes, that also it can scan. So it has a lot of capacity to do that. Okay, that is why it is based on that is how it is using AI and ML technologies. And then all this data it will it will read automatically and will connect to success factor system and make all those entries automatically for you. Okay, so you don't have to
Prasad, Sujit here.
involve.
Just one question I have.
Yeah.
So during your training, you the systems and all required to do hands-on. Will you be providing them, or how we will be able to do that?
Yeah, so
Because for chatbot development, webhooks, host names should be registered, and that's a major thing which we need to have before we want to do the chatbot development. Correct?
yeah, so I'll be giving training on that. So everything will be taught in the course. So how you can use all those tools, on which platform you have to work. So all the platforms are available from SAP side, and I'll be giving training on that. Okay, so you can use it on at your end. Okay, and additionally, if you have for HANA system or any maybe success factor or other system, iRPA system, then you can also additionally try in your company to develop new cases after the course maybe. Okay, so once you learn how to execute the bots, once you learn how you can develop the system or how you can develop the chatbots, how you can integrate all the systems, then it will be easy for you to implement all the cases. Okay, so I'll be
Hello,
teaching that all the tools in the course. Okay.
hello, Prasad Amoli.
Yeah.
So, like one question. So, like now you have created a
So,
sales order.
Amol, just sorry to interrupt you. Is it related to the current slide, or can we take the question at the end?
It's related to current slide. Just one quick question.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it will not take time. So, like as you have created a sales order, okay, through a bots. So, like we are typically seeing in the LSMW, like we are recording the screen, and then after the recording, we are running the LSMW.
Right.
So, same way, like in the bots also. So, you are giving the instruction to the bots to follow the steps, and it is going further. So, like same way it is happening, or it's a different way?
See, it's as I said, like LSMW, it's not something like automation was not there. LSMW was there, batch processing was there. What we are achieving from our RPA technology or IRPA technology, IRPA is actually SAP's product name. RPA is the technology, and IRPA is SAP's product based on that. Okay, so what we are trying to achieve is the smart or intelligent mechanism. It's not just screen recording, but as I said, it can also read the emails. It can also scan the PDFs. That is not the capacity of LSMW, right? It can also scan the barcodes. It can also interact
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it can also interact with
Ca-
chatbots. It can
Yeah,
also
yeah, 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 yeah. It will be the advanced, but like basic logic will be same, but it will be having the intelligence to do a more functions, right? In AI.
yeah, more and more intelligence, not just
Yeah,
because the system is cloud based, so you are also
correct.
interacting with non-SAP systems also here. Okay, so
Yes, yes,
if you
yes.
want to even excel sheet particular data you want to calculate and add, that is also possible. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Means my basic question was like before doing the development, you are giving the instruction to follow certain steps, right? And then it will get executed.
that is one part of it, but you can also train that
Okay.
system. Okay, like for an
Okay.
example, chatbots. So let's say
Mm-hmm.
chatbots, now right now I have given some set of instruction to the chatbot, but I have given from my side, but let's assume that now you are interacting with chatbot and you have given some other instruction to the chatbot, maybe related to the same subject but in a different way. Okay, so maybe
Mm-hmm.
that time chatbot may not be able to understand your request. So that
Okay.
for that I'll be training chatbots. So
Right, right,
at
right.
one stage the chatbot will become so much smarter that it will understand everyone's request.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
that is
Thank
one
you.
the advantage of using AI technology.
Right, right, right.
Plus,
Okay, thanks, brother.
as I said, once you know the cloud and you know the services, now you can do IoT also. for an example, if there is, let's say, greenhouse or maybe some control temperature section, or agriculture, let's say, what you can say, plantation, okay, where you need some temperature control system, where you are continuously getting data, and you want to switch off the system when the temperature goes below at some point, okay, and you want to switch off the system. And so you are also collecting the data from IoT system, you are also automating some processes, you are also switching on the system, switching off the system. That is, everything is possible through this. Okay, so once you know the cloud, there are, as I said, 90 plus services are there. Okay, so I mean, learning all this services is not a small thing, but as I said, like, one to one, once you know the mechanism, or the base, you can go on exploring various services. Okay, so
So,
basically in the course we
Prasad,
will be learning RPA and CI.
okay. Prasad, this when you mentioned IoT, so is it also a part of the scenarios or the syllabus?
IoT is not a part of syllabus, but
Okay.
as I said, like, once you know the best, yes, you can
Mhm.
explore IoT. You can also explore workflow. You can also explore, let's say, analytics. Okay. So again, as I said, like, hyper automation, in hyper automation, SAP is connecting everything. Automation, end-to-end automation. So you don't have to manually intervene to any process, and you can execute end-to-end processes. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So that is what the focus, and that is what the industry need now, because they want to reduce the unnecessary work. It's not something like snatching jobs of the people, but it is like assisting to the people, like, I mean, reduce their unwanted work, repetitive task. On the other hand, they are also getting good results from employees, like employee satisfaction. More employee satisfaction you get. So if I am engaged in unwanted task daily, if let's say for account payable, I have to daily I have to come to the office and get all the data into Excel and make the entries, which is not really productive for me. Okay, but I have to do as a part of my job. In that case, if robot is doing that job, I'll be engaged in some other activity, in the productive activity. Okay, that's main motive. And here on the
Okay.
screen also you can see that.
In addition to that point where robot can do the job,
Mhm.
so can I train or can I write the rules or a set of rules to create an Excel as well,
Yes,
taking the data from the system
yes.
for a
So
particular customer or
yes,
for a
you,
particular vendor,
yeah, you can also have customized Excel.
which robots. So I need not have to prepare that Excel.
Mm-hmm.
On the previous data, robot can pick up the data
Yes,
and prepare the file.
yes,
So this could be, is it achievable or could it be done
yes.
during
So
these sessions or syllabus if
yeah,
we
we
want
can
to?
also, yeah, we have one assignment on that. Like, a robot will read the data also from Excel and can prepare data also in Excel. Okay.
Okay,
It will
thank
generate
you.
Excel also, and it will generate columns and rows also. It can also format the Excel, like italic and bold and all the fonts, not just
Okay,
simple entering the data. So as you can see on the screen,
thank
like,
you.
the main advantage of using RP or these technologies are reducing burden on IT. Why reducing a burden on IT? For example, let's say, one example of basis guy. Okay, basis guy, you are requesting to change the password of the system. So you might be having in your company's ticketing system. So you have to raise the tickets to change the password, and the basis file will I will look at it, and then we'll try to solve it. Go to the system and will change the password. Maybe some people, yesterday someone called me. They have implemented one automated system for that. So many companies might be having, but in SAP, like, you are already part of SAP, you can just additionally implement SAP case only, SAP product only. So where we can have automatic ticketing system through bot. So you can just chat through chatbot. You can say that, yeah, I want to change the password, I forgot the password, and it's a chatbot will connect to the system, will raise the ticket for you, and it will try to solve the problem and will give you the right answer. Okay, so reduce burden of IT, accuracy. Of course, accuracy will increase productivity rate, will reliability. It is available for 24 by 7. All 365 days. Tirelessly it will be working. So not unlike human, well, human, at the end of the day, its productivity goes down, and So efficiency goes down. So that will not be case with the bot. You can execute at any time. In the night also you can schedule the bots. Okay. On the weekends also you can schedule the bots as per your requirement. Let's say for month-end cases, in case of financial transactions, you can schedule bots at the month-end and all those dates. Okay. So likewise, when we talk about finance, see, like you have very critical transaction in finance module, so you can automate many transactions. That is why SAP also stressing more on finance module, because they have a lot of complicated transactions. So they have ready-made bots also. SAP has developed. So we'll be learning all those things. Okay, then cost cutting all these cuttings are cost cutting technologies. No coding is required since it is cloud based. They already reduced the cost, so you have to just pay for the service and whatever usage you have. Then compliance, of course, the system will follow all the processes, so it is very much compliant to the whatever audit you will be having. Then you will have systematic system, consistent. So many benefits out of the RPA system. So earlier what we used to have is one solution implementing. Companies also want now rapid solutions, because they are living in such a competitive age now. They also want to implement all the solutions very fast. Earlier we used to have lot of time to implement SAP SAP products, or up to go live. So much time we used to have, and right now customers also want rapid solutions to implement. So as a citizen developer, or as a functional consultant, or the technical consultant, you can develop all these systems rapidly, and you can show it to demonstrate to the client, or you can also implement in your project. So it is so what happens is now this period and now come to hours or days. Earlier it used to be weeks and months. Okay, so that much time is reduced. Many cases are there, like once you implement all these technologies, there are so many cases where they have increased productivity so much that in one company SAP has given that case that they used to implement. It was related to finance department. They used to, for I think account reconciliation process, they used to take 7 days to do that. But now after implementing the bot, they are executing all the process in 4 hours. So that much time is reduced. So you can see how significant change it is. So customers also want rapid solutions now. So that is why they are going for these intelligent tools. So as I said, that is why they are called as now modern enterprises. Okay, so RPA is, as I said, RPA is a technology, and RPA is not something like new, but now it is emerging like anything because of added advantage of AI and machine learning. In RPA, there are many competitors for SAP, and now right now leaders are UiPath, Automation Anywhere. You might have heard these names. Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere is I think Indian owners, and recently they have actually I think bought by some company. I think UiPath is there. UiPath raised $1 billion funds recently. Blue Prism, nice. So SAP is here, which is a major contender now. Microsoft also bought recently one RPA company. So every company is now entering into RPA. They are already into RPA, but they are increasing their practice now. And every provider, like these are the products, and every company is like implementators like Wipro and other Accenture or whatever the companies you can take. They all have practices now in their companies. Okay, so that's the scenario right now. So SAP is here now. So they are, earlier they used to be here, but now they have made so much progress, and more cloud and more intelligent technology they are focusing. I'm sure after some years they will be also counted here. Okay, so next is we can see how the market basis. Just hold on, somebody is trying to.
So Prasad, so there are already some automation tools in SAP, right? Like SAP Blue Prism is also one of the product, which is basically recording a particular transaction and it will execute regularly.
Right.
So is this something which is sitting over that, or is it just a modification of an existing?
Yeah, I'm going to tell that. I mean, next 16 I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's see the RPA market here. So RPA market, as you can see, it is growing. This you can also get it from the internet. So it is now $1 billion industry already. It is $1 billion industry, and APAC region is really fastest growing. Many I have seen many cases where Southeast Asian companies, Chinese companies, or even Indian companies. I know many Indian companies are implementing automation robots and all these tools. I don't want to take names of any industry right now, but many industries are there. North America is already a large market here. So as you can see, 2022, this is a growth path. By 2030, 36.3 annual growth rate it is going to achieve. Okay, that is what Gartner is predicting. Okay, so this is the scenario of chatbots and cloud market overall. All these things I don't have to explain. You will get all the data from the internet. RPA also you can search how big market it is. Okay, sector wise, any sector you can take, you can implement it. Any sector, any division, any department, any section, any enterprise, any scale of enterprise, anywhere you can implement RPA, and you can be independent RPA consultant or citizen developer, as I said, being into even functional consultant. And for technical consultant also, it is skill upgrade, because they don't have to write the entire code all the time. They can use those tools, and additionally they want to write anything, they can do it. For functional consultant is since our course is based on without coding, so we, for functional consultant you learn how you can configure all these tools in the system, and how you can end to end, how you can develop the scenarios. Okay, so as I said, sector wise, so many sectors are there, anywhere you can implement. And here if you see, all sectors have some form of repetitive processes, often common across all of them, such as invoicing or customer care. These are all common processes, right? Knowledge economy section, example, whatever, feature more permanently than for most economies. So all these sectors have repetitive processes. That is what they're trying to say. So here we are reducing all these processes. So some examples you can say from many line of businesses. These are some examples you can have. You can map it with your cases also. In asset management, you can have bots in mass asset acquisition, create of business partners. So like you're getting data from business partners, so many documents you are collecting, and maybe their certificates you are getting, taxation, maybe data you are getting. Then you can actually, if you tell robot to do that. In finance, so many bots can be implemented. Create supplier invoices from email, mass lock, unlock, cost centers, list GL account line items, and download, upload of GL entries. In HR, employee onboarding. So like if you, let's say in HR case, employee onboarding, for any new recruitee, you have this induction process. So in that process, you are actually the system is allocated to you. You will be told that who will be your reporting manager, what are the company's policies and terms, whatever you told in the induction. You can automate all these things, since for the induction process one HR person has to be allocated right now. And from HR point of view, it may not, it is actually important activity, but it may be low priority activity, but someone has to be engaged for that activity. So next time a bot can interact with that new employee. It can also it can give instruction further, like if systems has to be allocated to that particular employee, then all the requisitions will be sent to the particular concerned departments for the approvals. All this process can be, that is what end-to-end automation is. That is what they are trying to achieve. Okay, then success factor integrated to the resume scanner. Then SDMM, you can have create SO data, creation of contracts, create quotation, create inbound deliveries. In WM you can use it, right, for goods received, goods issue. For them, for in a production line, you can use production order creation, production line and warehouse management. You can connect. Even WM you can connect through automating some maybe goods received, goods issue, whatever you can say. Okay, basis as I said, ticket creation and updating bots. Miscellaneous. There can be miscellaneous bots also, like FAQ bots, maybe small talks, customer relation bots. Likewise, you can have so many bots. These are some examples actually. So coming to your question, like what is the advantage of implementing why particularly SAP iRPA when you have UiPath also, some other companies softwares also where which we can implement it. Okay, then why particularly SAP iRPA? The biggest advantage of implementing SAP iRPA is it is tightly integrated with SAP products. Okay, so what I mean by tightly integration. So let's say if you have certain, maybe a technical person can understand, you have APIs, various functionalities. So in SAP they have already given for their products. Okay, so if you have success factor and if you want to connect RPA with Ariba, let's say to Ariba system, then SAP has already given some ready-made functionality. Okay, you can use those functionality easily and you can develop system very fast, and moreover you get strong SAP support. Okay, so it is very much tightly integrated with SAP products, be it all the cloud-based product also, all on-premises products also, and of course other services which are present in BTP. For them also it is very well connected. So if you are going through UI, let's say assume that Blue Prism or UI path you are implementing from outside. Okay, so outside you are implementing SAP, you are recording some screens and then you are trying to implement. But as I said, like I have this integration which I have demonstrated, chatbot and iRPA integration, which is easily possible in SAP because CI, that chatbot is also SAP product and iRPA is also SAP product. So it is very easy to implement all these scenarios and very rapidly you can do it. So various APIs, various functionalities they have ready-made provided by SAP. Okay, so that is the biggest advantage. So the other advantage, these are all competitive advantage you get using iRPA system. So functionality, SAP compatibility, as I explained, various functionalities are available through chat implementing RP or chatbots. You can take advantage of IoT. You can take advantage of various other services available on BTP platform easily. Okay, like workflow you want to integrate with RPA, you can do it. If you want to integrate some other system, like you want to get deeper into ML or any IoT functionality, you can do it. If you want to connect with S4 HANA cloud system, you can do it. So that is what the functionality and advantage you get it. Then some pre-built bots are there. So like you don't have to, that is the best SAP practices bots. Okay, so you don't have, sometimes you don't have to work from scratch. Many bots are readily available in SAP system which you can readily implement. So if, for an example, those who are working, I don't know if people are joined from technical background, they know Fury. There are many Fury screens available now and ready-made available into SAP system. You can just have to, just like a plugin, you have to use it and implement it. So likewise, they are, and every year they are increasing these bots. Uh, so they have some pre-built bots also in the SAP system which you can implement for all the LOBs. Okay, and as I explained, as I told you, some slides before, that Wipro has introduced their bots. So partners also can implement the bots into SAP system. Okay, for their customers. Okay, they have strong roadmap. Security wise, yes, cloud security, excellent cloud security they have. User experience, of course, once you learn, you will understand. And the main point is flexible pricing. So maybe you can compare the other tools where in SAP many tools, development tools, they are completely free of cost for the customer. So the cost is customer has to spend cost on the implementation, like on the actually execution, not only implementation, execution cost they have to pay. So that means when the bot will run, that time only customer has to pay. Okay, they don't have to pay for the tools, they don't have to pay for the implementation. Okay, so they only have to pay when the bot will run. Okay, that is the biggest advantage you get in the flexible pricing they have. So various pricing mechanisms they have, I mean options you have in the BTP platform for SAP. Okay, so that is a biggest advantage of using SAP, and the main advantage is tight integration with SAP products. Okay, and the best support from SAP system. Okay, so you can see now you can maybe I'll copy this link after the session, and you can see the success story of this particular group company. They have implemented bots. I'll also show you some more cases after this. So what are the job opportunities that you have in the market? So as a once you learn all these technologies, once you know the cloud platform, once you know these technologies, so as I said, we are going to learn extension suite of BTP. So you'll be working as in extension suite. So you can be SAP extension suite developer, okay. You can be SAP RPA developer, citizen developer, techno functional consultant. You can be also a technical functional consultant. So various positions are open. You can be also outside SAP. You can be also RPA independent developer, RPA solution architect, RPA business analyst, or RPA specialist. Okay, so it's not something like somebody has bought SAP system. They don't have other SAP system, but they have implemented SAP RPA and only those two utilities. That may not be the case always, but I'm just saying. Then if you know that SAP RPA, then you can also work with non-SAP systems. Okay, as it is mentioned here, it is estimated that automated system could undertake the work equivalent to 140 million jobs by 2025. So it's going to be huge job market. Okay, so majorly into BFSI, like banking finance sector, it's going to be more and more bots implementation. Then we have telecom, healthcare are largely using right now bots. Then retail, manufacturing, and manufacturing also. I'll show you one case about manufacturing also, and other sector also. They are more and more they are using bots and intelligent technologies now. Okay, so it's about the course. The course name is iRPA and CAI for the beginners, where you don't have to be a programmer. No coding skills are required, and SAP, if you have SAP experience, is added advantage for you. And if you don't have, still you can learn these technologies. Okay, so here is my contact number. You can contact me through WhatsApp. You can call me, and as I said, I have weekend batches also, weekdays batches also. Weekdays batches I have for 1 hour, weekend batches I have for 2 hours, especially for working professional. Weekend batches are suitable. So I'm starting this particular course from next Sunday, and I'll be teaching all three models of SAP BTP, that is cloud, then SAP iRPA and SAP CAI, and integration of all these technologies. Okay, the course fee is 15,000. So I shouldn't say course fee. It's a kind of investment for you, and course duration is approximately 30 hours here and there. And for especially for non-SAP people, I'm also extending kind of internship. You can say paid internship, but not only non-SAP, SAP people can also work. We'll be working on many different cases also, business cases also, where we'll see you will get a hands-on experience, more experience. So after the course, you can also continue with me. Okay, so that's about the course. So that's the end of my presentation. So before taking your question, I would also like to show you some more data. Okay, so this is the report. This is the recent report that SAP is with Indian Institute of Material Management for particularly for procurement related. They have conducted one survey where along with SAP. So what they have mentioned here is like there is a greater hope you all can see, there is a greater need for automation, cloud-based application, and higher logic is got increasing productivity, cost, production, and lack of sustainability. Because of that, now there is a need of greater automation and cloud-based application in the system. Okay, this survey is again available on SAP. This study is also available on SAP site. That right now also is there on the India page. That they have conducted this survey during the pandemic, where they have seen that various industries they have considered, and here their observation is something like automation. Now you can see focus here, 38% of enterprises have labor intensive operation, still manual operation. So top areas for automation in 2021 are customer and employee engagement functions, in particularly in industrial manufacturing sector. Okay, here in the chemicals also they have 52% of enterprises have labor intensive manual operations. So again they have top areas for automation in 2021 are supply chain, customer support, and service functions. So as I said, for every industry, for every sector, every division, there is a need of automation and intelligent tools. Okay, so here are some companies case studies of SAPs where they have implemented, these companies have already implemented bots in their company, and the advantage they are getting, they have mentioned everything. This is the HP, then they have Singa Estate here is, then you have this Warsteiner, this is a German company, German I think company. This is a Chinese company, Shenzhen. So many companies are now implementing. You can see many cases on SAP website now. So that's all about the presentation. Let me know if you have any questions.
Prasad, this is
Yeah, hi
Solomon.
Prasad.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Go ahead. Hello.
Yeah, thank you, Solomon. Yeah. Hi Prasad, this is Radhika. I'm a CRM technical consultant with around 10 plus years of experience. So can you please let me know how far this can be useful for me, and will my current experience will be helpful in learning these technologies?
Yeah. So see, how much experience you have in CR?
I have 13 years of experience.
So that's a great experience. Like so you have strong domain background actually, and
Yeah.
as a CRM, it is also strongly supporting SAP CRM systems or any other CRM systems, also non-SAP CRM systems also. So considering CRM related cases, maybe for customer oriented cases, so maybe customer for an example I'm saying, I'm not expert in that, but let's say customer feedbacks or grievances. Okay, if you want to automate those, so customer can interact with your systems, and you can automate those cases, and you can actually upload those into your main system or main whatever system you have, CRM system. So many such cases you can map, and obviously it is I mean CRM. I'll try to find out, but SAP has already implemented one CRM cases. From there, they are getting a lot of benefits.
Okay, and this current experience, whatever I have, that will be helpful in learning them, right?
Yes. Because
Okay.
see, like I said, like you can be citizen developer. So who can be the citizen developer? The eligibility is they have domain experience. Okay. So those who have domain experience, it is easy for them to map the business cases. It's very easy for them because they know where the pain areas are. Okay. So like for an example, let's say HR person knows this onboarding process is critical. It is still manual work, and a lot of resource has to be engaged for that particular process. So he can think of automating that process since he knows that domain. He knows the pain area. Okay, so likewise in your case, you know better your pain areas, and you can map those pain areas, and you can try to solve it through hyper automation or through cloud and RPA system. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Prasad. Then, yeah.
Hi, Prasad. This is Solomon.
Yes. Hi, Solomon.
Yeah, how are you?
Great, Solomon. Yeah.
See, I'm working in SAP ABAP more than 12 years.
Yes.
Okay, will that the citizen development developer is suitable or a techno function is suitable for me?
Yeah, so it is like for you, it is more than citizen developer. It is technology upgrade. Okay, so as I've shown you on the slide, so the second category is for the technical people. So it is something
Okay.
like through RPA also you can connect. Through RPA you can call RFCs. Okay,
Oh,
so you can call BAPIs. I mean BAPI RFCs. So like you can
yeah,
also
BAP, yeah, BAP is for FC. Yeah.
yeah, so BAPI RFC, that is same. Then you can, if you have, I don't know if you had worked with workflows. Okay, so if you
Yeah, I had
know,
worked on workflows.
yeah, so you can connect with on-premise workflow. You can
Okay.
connect with workflow management also, which is cloud-based now.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so it is like technology
So
upgrade for
it
you.
is like technology upgrade for you.
So what you can do is you
So
can
you
easily
what you
implement this
can
solution, and you
easily
can
implement this solution,
and
and
you
you
can
can
develop various products.
develop various products.
Okay. Okay, Prasad.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
one more
Prasad.
question.
And one more
In
question.
RPA,
In
there is a one
RPA, there is
that also is the only we can use, or
also
any
the
other
one day we can use or
development is there, like in a robustic way.
Can you repeat the question? There was an echo.
No, no. In RPA, there is only development on chatbots, or anything else is there
No,
as
see,
per the, I mean,
we are going
requirement,
to
specific.
yeah, we are going to learn two tools here. RPA, one is RPA, and other is chatbots.
Okay.
Okay, so two tools are there. Those are different tools, and then we are also going to see how we can integrate all these tools. Okay, and before that, we'll be learning cloud because these tools are cloud based. So we have to learn cloud. So
Okay. Okay.
once you know the cloud, since you are technical person, I can explain you. Once you know the cloud, you can check, since you will be working into extension suite of BTP. So you will be able to do integrate UEFI screens also. Okay,
Okay.
then
Okay.
you can actually implement chatbot in UEFI screen or Fury screen, and you can also keep that into Launchpad, Fury Launchpad. Okay, then you will be also able to learn, once you know the cloud, you will be also able to learn BAS, that is Application Studio. Okay,
Okay.
then you can also connect to on-premise systems through cloud. So many things you open for you once you
Fine. Fine.
learn this.
Yeah. Thanks,
Prasad.
Prashant. My last question. Weekdays, what is the time? No, you're going to take any preferable time?
Right now it is tentatively at morning 8 o'clock. Okay,
8 to 9.
8 to 9, right? And on request for one girl, I am conducting batch in the evening since she is attending from Ireland. Okay, so it is at
Oh,
seven
okay.
o'clock in the evening.
I understand. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So Prasad,
yeah.
in an implementation, S4 HANA implementation, how handy is this automation? I do understand from a maintenance point of view where you are automating some repetitive work, but from a implementation per se, where does this stand?
So there was one slide explaining that. See, now as I said, like customer also demand rapid implementation. Okay, so they want utilities to be done very implemented very fast. So all these cloud-based technologies, they have low code and no code basics. So here you have to just configure and develop the apps for the customer. So you don't have to write the code always. You have to develop the systems from scratch actually. Okay, so you can various business cases and various business requirement or customer demands, you can execute rapidly and very fast. That is the biggest advantage. So SAP has given some ready-made tools also, ready-made bots also, so you can readily implement those bots. Okay, if you want to develop a certain app, then you can easily do that without any coding skills. So that is the best advantage you get, and implementation time reduces significantly.
Right. Okay.
Hi, Hi, Prasad.
Yeah, hi.
Basically, I want to know one thing like how these tools are going to help a person who is working in SAP BI or BW on HANA field.
Okay, so for, see, as I said, it's something like model independent as such. Okay, so what we are trying to achieve here is the automation. or system efficiency, or the repetition of business we are trying to reduce here. So in considering your case, let's say BI or BW, whatever, in which area you're working, so you're the best person to answer that question, where you can map these cases. Okay, since you know the domain better than me, right? So let's say if you have certain case, it's not something like always you have to implement for the customers. Okay, in house also, for your own processes also, you can automate the cases. For example, for your case, let's say if you want to get the data from Excel sheet to your BI system, let's say for some analysis, I don't know, or you want to do that, you want to automate that, you can do that. So it's not always for only for customers you're implementing. You can develop it for your own also, for your own for your for your case also, you can say. I hope you understood, right?
Yeah, got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Prasad.
Yeah.
Hello.
Prasad,
Prasad, if it is a weekend batch, when will it be? What time will be the
Weekend batch will
class?
be 8 to 10.
On Sundays, is it?
Saturday, Sunday, right?
Okay.
Hello, Prasad.
Yeah, Radhika.
Yeah, during this course, like how many use cases that you will cover, and with respect to chatbot or iRPA?
See, first we'll start with, as I said, like cloud. Then when we start with RPA, first we'll take the cases of non-SAP cases. Okay, where small to then we'll increase the complexity. Okay, and many cases, more than, I should say, in IRP only we'll be executing more than 15 cases, 10 to 15
15
cases.
cases, excluding SAP or including SAP, BT, S4HANA, all systems.
Excluding SAP. Additionally, we'll also take SAP cases, and if you have your own cases also, we'll try to execute that. Like I said, if you have any HR case, we can try to implement it.
Like not
Prasad,
only one
basically,
S4 HANA system, like what SAP BTP, like different cases that you will be showing up, or like how.
Yeah. So let's say if I no maybe we'll take one HR case, we'll take sales SD related case, maybe some related case. Okay.
Okay, that you will be showing on your system. That
Yes, yes,
like
yes.
we need to follow and execute on our system.
Yeah, I mean, you may not be having same configuration, of course, in your system. So as per your configuration, you can execute whatever configuration you have in or SD. So that you can
So
execute.
like if like, because your system will be different and our system will be different, right? If any support or anything that is needed, like it will be like when
Yes,
we are
I'm there.
trying to execute.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'll give that support. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
Prasad, Prasad,
Even after the
basically,
course also, if you want to implement any case in your company for your customer, and if you want any help, then I'm there to help.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Prasad, basically you're from technical background or functional?
Yes,
Or
started with technical, and then I was into
ABAP?
techno-functional after that, and then I was also into pre-sales. But right now I have two ventures, majorly into industrial automation and ERP
Okay,
systems.
started with ABAP, right?
I started with ABAP, right, in 2004.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay, great, great.
Yeah, Prasad, see, I am from the success factors background.
Yes.
I am looking for training specific to success factors. Will it be possible for you to cover?
See, I personally don't have success factor system, since it is not a free system, right? So,
Mhm.
see, I'll be teaching the user case. Maybe you have to map it into success factor system. Okay, but
No,
if you have
like,
success factor system with you, and if you can share your screen during the course, then we'll try to implement that.
no, a demo system will be available, but see, the IRPA may not be available with me.
No, that I'm going to tell you how you can do that.
Okay, fine, fine. We can connect, I think. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. So during the
Thanks.
course, if you want to implement any success factor case, maybe at the end of the course, everybody will learn also from that. You can share your screen. We'll try to implement one case, and you can execute that case in SuccessFactors.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prasad, one quick query here. So the training content or the training would be like this: how we are having an interactive session, right? And not a recorded session, because in the past I had a bad experience with this sort of training.
Right. So what we will have is we will record all the sessions, since you will need it for practice. Okay. And other than that, if you need any material, okay, so then I'll help you to give that material to you, and I'll also give you some references to.
Okay.
But see, as I told you, once you know the entire system, you may not even require it. Yeah, of course,
Right.
case to case, you may need it, but I'll help you with that.
Okay, got it. No, but still my question is different. Like the training would be like virtual training, but it would be interactive, like how you are giving it right
Live
now.
demonstrations, all you will be joining, and that time I'll be showing all the demonstrations.
Right, not the recorded session, like pre-recorded sessions going on.
No.
Okay.
So I'll record those
That's it.
sessions.
No, that is fine. Recording and all, sharing and all, that is fine. But at the time of training, you will be there. We'll be having live conversation, like how we are interacting right now.
Right. So
You'll be
I'll be
opening.
actually developing
Right.
all these cases in front of you. Okay.
Okay.
So that you can learn it, you can ask questions at the same time.
Right. Yeah, that was my concern. Yeah. Thank you.
Excuse me, this is Vinod here. I have just one quick question, Prasad.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm completely from non-technical background in terms of the SAP.
Yes.
I have 11 years of IT experience, but I am not from the SAP, or I worked with Oracle and HP. So I need to know what is the prerequisite for the course. Do I have any, something technical that I have to learn from you and then get into this course?
Yeah, you don't need any technical background, any SAP background for this. Do you know anything about JavaScript?
A little bit when I was in college.
Little bit is also fine. Okay. So, since some part I'll be anyway teaching in the course, which is nothing great to understand. Actually, it's very basic JavaScript, so everybody will understand. Okay.
Sure.
And you don't have to be have to have this SAP background. Still, you will be able to learn. So that's the beauty about these technologies, that even non-SAP people can learn this.
Perfect. Sounds good. Just one more thing. In terms of system requirement, is there anything that I have to, have the system like?
Yeah, particularly in case of SAP related, SAP related cases, you might need a system additionally. But you don't have to take it from me. You can maybe I'll help you to give you contacts, and you can also search on the net. There are many people available. Many people are there who on rental basis they give the system. It's available from, I think, from 500 rupees to 2,000, 3,000.
Okay, perfect.
Only for SAP related cases. But otherwise,
Hello.
Hello, yes.
I'm a mechanical engineering fresher. How this course can help me to get a job in SAP?
So it's basically it's not something like no, you're immediately now getting job in SAP, something like that. So that is why I have given one extension here. After the course, you can work with me to get the hands-on experience. Since SAP, something, it's not something like you immediately after the course you are getting entry in SAP and you start working and will get a good salary. It's not something like that. That's a reality. So you'll have to keep some patience, and you have to work with me if you wish to, and you can continue after the course, where you will get experience of some live cases, which you can actually show it in your resume, and then you on that basis you can search for a job. And in through my network, if I come across any calls, then I'll forward it to you, any leads.
Prasad, what could be the package in the industry? Suppose the experience.
See, if you are already SAP consultant, then huge chance.
Yeah.
It's like a great opportunity for any SAP consultant now. Okay. As an independent RPA consultant, right now, what I have seen in the market, they are getting from 8 lakhs 6 to 8 lakhs from beginner to 20 lakhs.
See, I'm into 12 plus into SAP. Okay.
So that is the
Uh,
advantage for you. I mean, 12 plus obviously you will get it. I'm talking
uh,
about the people who are
what
not into
could
a non-SAP.
what could be the salary package as per your
See,
uh,
as per my observation, you should at least get 15 to 20% because it's very trending technology. And the thing is now companies are not getting skilled resources in this.
okay, it's in demand.
Very much demand. It's a future actually, I should say.
Okay. Because why I'm
you
asking,
you
see,
know
already.
you know the thing is like for technical people also now as someone asked me question before you, like he's from technical background only but non SAP, but
Okay.
they can also come into SAP, and it's something like they can also work as a technical consultant, so it is something like they are snatching ABAP jobs now. So
Okay.
if
Got it.
you are not upgrading, then someone will take your job.
Correct. Got it. Thanks, Prasad.
Yes.
Hi Prasad, it's
Hi
Sudipto.
Sudipta. Yeah.
Let me think one thing that I have expertise on SAP HANA and in the reporting. Okay, what is the relevant experience with these tools you could provide for me?
Okay, so you are from functional background, right? You are into reporting, HANA reporting.
No, techno-functional. SAP HANA modeling and SAP HANA modeling and
modeling.
reporting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it cloud based or on-premise?
No. It is not cloud-based. That's what I'm asking.
Okay. So as I have, as per my understanding, you have this reporting system, right? So you collect the tables and then you implement various reports, right?
Yeah, exactly.
In the system, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
For you, I think you have to, I mean, really see what are the cases you can map in your case, because frankly I'm not expert in that. But you need to check what is the customer's requirement, and how what are the automation requirement for considering your area. So as I said, it is actually model independence. So everyone has to map their own, since they know their own area, and they are expert to that, and they know the pain points. So you have to check it now how you can implement. But as I said, like on like as a system, you can automate various cases. So if you have something like that in related to that, then obviously you can do it.
Exactly. My working on in-memory tools. Okay, that's
Yes,
why I'm asking.
in memory. Yeah, so it's almost you work at the lower level of HANA. Okay, so so it's actually in memory you work and you collect the tables and then you produce the reports. That's what you do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that is what you have to see where you can do the automation. So since I am not expert to that, so I cannot comment on that. But as an automation to upgrade your skills, yes, definitely it is useful. So along with HANA and your current skills, you also have now cloud knowledge. You also have the automation knowledge, and you also have the various cloud-based services knowledge. So obviously that is added advantage for you. I mean, the profile wise, it is added advantage. So it would be considered as additional skills.
Yeah. Thank you, Prasad.
And Prasad, in EAM or plant maintenance,
Yes.
you have any use cases for automation?
Yes, so there are many cases actually. When it is something like system maintenance, particularly asset management, I should say. Am I right? So particularly when example I'm saying, I don't have cases for that, but I'm just trying to map it with your case. In plant maintenance, maybe some machinery, if the worker is actually having this schedule to check the machines, okay, and she check the health of the machines. I hope I'm right, on the right track, right?
Yeah. That can be.
Yeah, so the scheduling part or the allocation part for that worker, and if that worker is not present on that day, so who will be the substitute worker? So all these allocations, and you can automate.
Okay.
And plus additionally, after the checking, if you have some inspection report, okay, which you want to upload it into the system, then that part also a robot can do.
Okay.
Okay, so you will be something like if you have weekly maintenance, from audit point of view maintenance, from monthly maintenance, whatever maintenance, asset, I should say more on towards asset management, right? So you can definitely have many cases. In fact, many cases from
Okay.
PM point of view.
Yeah, right. I got it. So, I mean, basically, there is no. I mean, you can automate everything. If it's not a new case, it can be a new case also.
Yeah,
right?
it is domain independent. I'm saying it. Like it is not something like model dependent.
Right.
Yeah. So that is what you have to map your cases with the automation. So and it's always easy, right? For any customer, it's always easy to automate these processes, because if they have this scheduling, machine maintenance schedule, and if they are getting automatic reminders, if someone is inspecting and automatically the data is getting uploaded. Okay, sometimes what happens is the machine is at some place where internet access is not there, right? So in that case, the person will inspect the machine, and he will maybe upload the data. And once he come into the where you have internet connectivity, the data will be get uploaded automatically. That is also possible.
Okay.
So many cases. So I hope you have understood the entire process. And are there any questions from anyone, or shall we
Yeah, thanks,
end the
Prasad.
session?
Yeah, thanks for your valuable time. So we are going to start from 23rd on Sunday, right?
Yes, on Sunday that will be the course commencement, the first day of the course. So and
Okay.
if you are joining weekend session, then after that you will be joining next Sunday, as in Saturday, and weekday session immediately next day from Monday.
So weekdays, yeah, weekdays once after the Sunday, immediately you're starting, right?
Sunday will be
Oh.
the starting day,
That will be on 30 hours also, right?
approximately.
Thank you, Prasad.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
Prasad. Thank you.
I hope we can end the session, right?
Yeah, thank
So
you.
if you have anybody, if you have any questions, you can contact me directly. You can through chat also, WhatsApp also. You can contact. You can call.
Can you share the course content if possible?
Yes, I'm going to share it shortly. I'm
Okay,
going to
thanks.
share it on your
Yeah,
emails.
thanks, Prasad. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, great. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Prasad.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.